Join us now for Education Matters, a weekly look at the real people and real stories in education across North Carolina.
Welcome to Education Matters, presented by the Public School Forum of North Carolina. I'm Keith Poston. The New York Times Magazine's Nicole Hannah-Jones is one of the country's most respected and influential voices on issues of race and education. She was named a 2017 MacArthur Genius Grant Fellow, one of only 24 people chosen globally, for reshaping national conversations around education reform and for her reporting on racial resegregation in our schools. In 2017, she won a National Magazine Award for her story on choosing a school for her daughter in a segregated city. She was in North Carolina this week to kick off Color of Education, a new initiative aimed at addressing racial equity issues in North Carolina schools, and she's joining us today for the full show. Before we tackle our main topics, we open with our EdLines, a quick scan of education headlines across North Carolina and the U.S. Less than 3 weeks after Hurricane Florence made landfall, the General Assembly convened a special session this week to support recovery in areas hardest hit by the storm. Legislative leaders and Governor Roy Cooper are promising swift action. Cooper's office estimates total damage will be at least twice the $4.9 billion caused by Hurricane Matthew in October 2016. Education-related issues addressed this week include a waiver on student makeup days and pay for teachers while schools are closed. Hurricane Florence and the flooding that followed had a big impact on school facilities. In fact, we have 9 school districts that are still closed. Jones County suffered so much damage that they will not reopen this school year. Major school damage was reported in Pender, Onslow, New Hanover, and Brunswick counties, with some school systems still closed 3 weeks later. Now, while insurance, state, and federal assistance will cover much of the damage, a new effort has been launched by several former and current state education leaders to help. FAST-NC, which stands for Florence Aid for Students and Teachers, is soliciting private donations. You can learn more by visiting ncpublicschool.org/FAST-NC. Finally, State Superintendent Mark Johnson has hired a chief of staff for the Department of Public Instruction, and his selection has rankled many in the public education community. Joe Maimone, founder and headmaster of Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy, a charter school in Rutherford County, is an outspoken charter school advocate and critic of traditional public schools. As a member of the state's Charter School Advisory Board, Maimone has accused North Carolina Public Schools of milking the federal government through the school lunch program, and has said that the media is biased against charter schools for reporting on their lack of diversity. Maimone resigned in August from the charter school he founded over what the schools board called personnel matters. He began his new job as the chief of staff for the state's public schools on Monday. Remember, you can visit the Public School Forum's website at ncforum.org, click on Education Matters, and read more about each of the EdLines as well as other topics we cover each week.